robots by Key West Shopping Centre. Now, this might seem unimportant for most people, but technically this was Cecilia's boundary line, which when I first met her, and when anybody had first met her, and for the duration of knowing her, this was the furthest part of Krugersdorp that Cecilia could leave from her flat. She was only allowed to, or she could only leave, apparently, a certain radius away from where she lived. And it extended as far as Key West Shopping Centre, and obviously to the other areas which would extend with the same kilometre radius. But another significant part of this point exactly by Key West Shopping Centre, for me at least, is that Cecilia would often tell me that once I reached this point, once I reached her boundary, she could actually sense when I was close by. Now, obviously in the beginning of knowing her, I didn't really believe this, but I would like to say I was proved wrong, but every time, well, in the beginning, let's just say that in the beginning of knowing Cecilia, every single time I would get to this point by Key West Shopping Centre, by these robots exactly, I would receive a message from Cecilia, a text message, and it would always be saying something like, "I know you're close by." Now, there was no predetermined exact time frame for when I would actually reach these robots, because it wasn't the same time every time I visited her. I thought about that as well. Don't worry, I thought about that, because she could have just timed it and then sent the message on cue. But every single time I reached this point, I would get a message in the beginning stages of knowing Cecilia, and then sporadically through the months and years, I would get a similar message also saying the same thing. Now, this also poses the question, how does Cecilia just know these things? With regards to her just knowing things about my past and knowing my likes and dislikes without having asked me before, how does she know my location if we completely take away the whole astralling thing? If she wasn't with me as an astral, how does she know that I reached the robots by Key West Shopping Centre? I honestly have no answer for that.